What's up everybody, welcome back to Low Luxury, the channel where I show you what authentic luxury clothing and streetwear looks like. And today, I've done this intro like 400 times and I still can't get it right sometimes, you guys. Moving on. Today, we're gonna be taking a look at what I think is a super dope hoodie vest from MCM. And what does that stand for? Michael Kromer Munich. Actually, if you didn't know that, a little fun fact, a little trivia. MCM, pretty iconic luxury brand. They're probably best known for their Cognac Visetos pattern bags. That's like that kind of like beige colored leather with the all over logo. Actually the same logo that we've got all over this pink hood right here. But I think this is sick. As you can see, it's a vest. It's got like a windbreaker hood. It's got mesh panels in there. We're gonna take a look at all of that. So let's dive right in. Yo. Before we get too much further, subscribe to the channel. I make tons of luxury and streetwear content. And also, if you're looking for deals on luxury and streetwear, check the description. I've got some of the best sites with all authentic stuff. Check it out. Well, you look at that, I think that is absolutely sick. Like for what is really a simple like hoodie vest, there are a lot of elements here going on that really set it apart and make it interesting and kind of fashiony, you know? So I really appreciate that. But before we get to any of that, we got to take a look at this, which is a thank you note that my mom sent me for going to Thanksgiving dinner with them. I'm kidding. This has all the good stuff in it, okay? So I've got a legit MCM receipt here, which is always good to have, you know, it shows that legitimacy, but obviously most pieces probably won't include one of these. But what I do have are these two guys. So this is a little tag that they ship with their pieces. You can see it's just a white piece of cardstock, and that's like the return tag. If it still has the tag, I'm guessing you can return it, but if you remove it, it's yours now. And it's got some print on the back kind of explaining that. Whereas this is a little envelope here. So it's like a matte black, and then I think that's printed, I don't know, you can kind of feel it though, maybe debossed, I would say. In black, you've got that MCM logo, and under it, 1 year limited warranty. How kind of them. And on the back, you also have that little logo right there. It's very clean, all things considered, so take a good look at that. So inside that envelope is actually a bunch of really cool stuff. So right here, I don't know if I've ever really seen a booklet this thick included with a piece of clothing. So this is the MCM maintenance guide. Like, is this a tractor? It needs a maintenance guide? What's going on here? First page has a white logo there. It starts off in German, which, you know, Munich, makes sense. And then you get English, saying it's made with top quality, general care for all products. Interesting. So I guess this is standard with all pieces. I love that. And it just keeps going. This thing is thick as hell. And on the back of that, once again, we have that logo, but this time, Munchin. We be Munchin, okay? No, I think that's like German Munich, right? Maybe? I should research things, but no, I'm not going to. We've also got this card here for the warranty. If you bought it in store, they would have filled this stuff out. But I think because it was ordered online, it's blank. That's okay. It's just good to have, you know. A lot of fakes, they won't take the time to send this out. And again, this is debossed in there. The letters are pressed like inwards into the cardstock. We've got like a silver piece of cardstock here for special care. I love that. And finally, there's just a simple centered logo card with a little punch hole at the top. Nothing on the back of that. Next, let's take a look at the brand tag at the back of the neck here. So I've always really liked the MCM tags. It's a nice material, kind of slightly glossy black, and then stitched in there in gold is the MCM logo. You can see there's kind of space in the middle of each letter, and it's very clean. And underneath that, made in Italy. Take a look at all the spacing, the sizing, the placement, all that stuff is important. It is stitched down into that back seam at the back of the neck with a little black stitch there in both corners. You can see that they do fold it over for that stitch. And the back of that has the inverse colors. It's really beautiful. And there's, over the letters, there's a bit more stringiness than it is on either side. That's really interesting and a good thing to look at. Next, let's take a look at the care tags that are inside this piece. So this would be on your left side if you were wearing the piece, and MCM keeps their care tags super simple. So this is like a white piece of glossy polyester. It's a single loop tag here. and you get that logo in black up at the top, then the model number, and you can look that up, make sure yours comes up. That's always a good thing to do. Size, this one's medium. We'll talk about sizing a bit later. Fabrication, cotton, I'm guessing that's for the body here, and then polyester and nylon for, I'm guessing, one or the other is the mesh panels, and then that pink hood. On the other side of the fold, you get your care instructions. We have our 5 symbols here, then in all caps, made in Italy, and then all left justified, all caps are washing instructions in English. And at the very bottom, in lowercase, you get their website. And that's it. It's sewn right into that side seam there, super cleanly, and that's that. Very, very straightforward care tag. So now that we've done all of that, it is time to take a look at the piece itself, the fun part, right? And weirdly, I actually want to start by taking a look at this zipper here, because this thing is heavy weight. It's just like, it's sizable. I don't know, it's probably kind of hard to tell on screen, but that is a big zipper, and it is solid metal. It has tons of weight to it, and especially when it's kind of like unzipped, it really makes the piece itself stiff to your shoulders and really stick well and gives it a great shape. It's a really smart piece of design to make this have such a weight to it. And as you can see, that logo is pressed into there very cleanly. And on the back, there's just a little diamond there. That's really cool. I haven't seen that before. And the back side of the zipper is completely blank, nice and smooth and shiny. The body of the piece is just like your typical cotton sweatshirt material, but it is really nice and soft and comfy. I've always been a fan of the feel of MCM clothing. It feels really luxurious. You've got a couple kangaroo pockets here at the waist, really nice and big as well. And at the chest, you get that MCM logo print in white. Again, super clean. Those lines really, really smooth on that silk screening. As mentioned, we've got these black mesh like jersey panels at the sides, and they're single layer. They are see-through, like you can see my fingers through there. So it's almost, even though it's like athletic, it's also kind of like sexy element because you get some skin through that, which I think is really cool. And then, of course, you get this crazy pink hood, contrasting so well with that black. So the outside of this, I'm guessing this is the piece that was nylon, and it's like a hot pink, but then all over it, you get that MCM logo and the diamonds. And that is once again printed in white, and you can see the diamonds have a little bit of a curve to the sides of them. Really, really cool branding, super iconic. Yeah, great hood. And the inside of this is lined in like a matching pink mesh, again giving it more of that athletic kind of feel. You do get drawstrings here. We've got these black plastic rivets with black drawstrings that go down to these kind of matte black plastic caps here. And a couple last pieces of note here is that it is fairly thin. You can see on the inside it's terry cloth here. Super, super comfortable. I love that. But also, it is kind of thin. So I really like what they've done here, especially since that zipper is so heavy. They've added an extra layer of that cotton material as reinforcement on the inside of either side of that zipper. So it just gives you that extra protection where you don't end up ripping through when you're trying to zip or something and then ruining your piece. It's super, super smart and really, really thoughtful on their part. So now that we've checked all of those details out, let's try this bad boy on to see how it feels and see how it fits. All right, you guys know I gotta go full shirtless under here to give you the full effect. And the full effect you are getting. This piece is super cool. I'm super into it. Let's talk about sizing. So this is tagged as a size medium. I would say that's absolutely perfect. I usually wear a size small, but for a piece like this, I thought slightly oversized would be good, and it fits just like a true to size medium. I mean, with a vest, I think it's even less important because you don't have sleeves to worry about, stuff like that. But, you know, I'd say go true to size and you'll be absolutely good. The feel of it is awesome. If you've ever had just like a really nice sweatshirt with, you know, your terry cloth on the inside, that's what it feels like. And I like that slight oversize because it makes it a bit airier too. Those mesh panels on the sides really help with that as well. And the mesh inside that nylon hood give it like a really, really comfy feeling. So I'm all about this. Again, look, you can kind of even see it, the weight of that zipper and how it really grabs those shoulders down and gives it a nice fit to it. I don't know, the weight of that zipper, more companies have to do that. I'm all in on that. Anyway, I know everyone is mostly into the MCM bags, but I really think people should not sleep on their clothing because there's some really cool stuff there as well. So that is what a real piece of clothing from MCM looks like. Take a look at the other video on screen here, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll see you next time.